We've got one half of the interim title fight, July 30th, Dallas, Texas, UFC 277. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:05 to be exact, in New Zealand. Let's say hello to Kai Kara-France, who, I mean, this is a record. I don't think anyone's come on this early, Kai. You're unbelievable. Thank you so much for doing this, my friend.
Cheers, bro. Anything for you, bro. Anytime.
I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
You know, we have our guy Connor in the back. He has your poster up the entire time. Every time we go to him, the producer in the back, your face is on the wall and he wears your t-shirt. He's on vacation today in France, so he's going to be very upset that you're not here. He loves you and bet on you to beat Askarov and is betting on you again in July. And so let's talk about this title fight. Were you surprised when you got the offer to fight? I know you said you were ready, but when you found out it was an interim title fight against Brandon Moreno, July 30th, rematch, by the way, of a fight that happened in December 2019, were you surprised that that was the offer?
I guess, yeah, I was, just living my life. I was actually about to leave for my uncle's funeral when I found out the news. So, I had other priorities happening when I found out it was on a Sunday. And I was about to fly down to middle of the North Island and where I live. It's like a 6-hour drive. So I was about to fly down like an hour flight to be with my family. So I was kind of like on like a high, my manager called me and he said, hey bro, I got it wrong. They're not going for the fourth fight now. They're doing the interim title and you and Brandon are fighting for it. Figuereido is injured or he's out. So at the time I was like, oh, this is everything I've worked towards. And then after I got the phone call, I was like, sweet. Got the date booked. I'll go be with my family, be there present. And then after that, then I can start to work towards the goal. So yeah, it's crazy how kind of things work out. That uncle that passed away, he's actually my namesake. So that's who I'm named after kind of thing.
Wow.
So it was kind of like, it was meant for me to go home, be there with my family and kind of send my uncle off. And then it just kind of tied everything together. It's like, okay, when I win the title, I'm going to bring it back down to him and celebrate with him. So yeah, it's a great place to be now where I could just put my head down, focus, and that's what we've been doing. So great atmosphere in the gym, and it's just kind of perfect timing. I haven't really stopped training since that Askar fight, which was on my birthday. And this is everything I've worked towards my whole life. So kind of fitting. It's a rematch. We fought each other, over 3 years ago. So yeah, we get to do it for the title. So I'm excited.
I'm very sorry to hear about your uncle and his passing. Was it a sudden passing or was he not feeling well?
No, he'd been sick for quite a while.
Okay, so, I'm sorry.
It's something that we expected, but it's always a sad thing. But you just got to channel it and use it and harness it, turn it into something positive, and carry on that legacy.
So you get this opportunity to fight for the interim belt against Moreno, and I would imagine you would feel this way, but I just want to ask, you've improved a lot probably since that first fight against him. Would you say that you have improved more than he has improved?
We've both improved a lot. We're both different fighters since that fight. But yeah, definitely, I feel like I'm on another level. Obviously, he went on to win the belt after we fought. But he's been fighting the same guy for the last few years, and I've had different looks. But yeah, I think the biggest thing about Moreno, he's mentally on another level, where he's just hard to kind of break. He's always going to be game. He's always going to be in your face and bring the fight to you. And I like that style. I like when people do that. I like when the fight gets messy and you kind of just show that you want it more. And I think that's the difference of me. Obviously my skills gone better technique wise, but mentally I just know I'm the best. And when you're in there and you know that, you just know it's going to be your night. And whoever they put in front of you, it doesn't even matter. My last fight, no one wanted to fight Askarov. I didn't realize that everyone in the top 5 actually turned him down. No, I wanted to take that risk. So when it came across the table with us, we said, yeah, we'll take it. Because when you just know you're going to put together the perfect game plan, when you go in there and you just back yourself, doesn't matter who they put in front of you. They could put, anyone. I just know that I'm going to find a way and we're going to come out on top. So they could put Brandon, they could put Figuereido. It doesn't matter. I want to fight the best, and that's just where I'm at. I don't really care who it is. I'll get in there and get it done. I know Dallas is close to Mexico, so I know Brandon Moreno will have the hometown advantage. But that's what picks me up. That's what gets me out of bed, just knowing that I'll be in like hostile territory, and he'll be feeding off his hometown, and I'll be in there to spoil the party. So I can't wait.
What would you say is the biggest difference between you and the first time you guys fought? Between you today and, almost 3 years ago?
Well, definitely being a father now, having a son, just made me prioritize, who I want to be and what I want to be, and how I want to support my family. And then to do that, I just got to put everything into this and prioritize everything, and just trying to be that best version of yourself. So, that translates into everything. So I definitely, being a father and being a husband, just in a different place when the first time we fought, where it was in a different headspace. And now with this kind of support system that I have around me, it just allows me to do what I need to do, and it helps me. It doesn't hurt me. So, I think that's been a massive difference. And then just experience. This will be my 10th UFC fight now coming up. That's a lot of ring time. And it's just kind of perfect timing. So it's a 5-round fight, my first 5-round fight. So I'm excited to, test myself in those championship rounds, but I don't see it going all 5 rounds. I know we're flyweights and we've got cardio and we're fit. But I can see me putting him away. I'll find the button. But in the first fight, I was finding my targets first round, finding the shots. But this time when I do find the shots, I'll make them count, and we'll get the finish. If you can see in the background here, a bit little memorabilia.
Oh yeah, there it is.
From the Cody.
That's the Cody fight, yeah.
And then on the other side,
there's Cody again. Why'd you choose those?
I actually got given them as a gift.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Chad, the photographer, last time I was in Vegas, he's like, I want to give you these in person. I took these photos, and then that's
amazing.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Special time, but ready to make more memories.
Now, what about this Deiveson Figuereido? He doesn't seem to be very happy these days. He said this to Guilherme Cruz of MMA Fighting: "The belt is mine. There's no other belt except for this plastic belt. This joke they're doing between Brandon Moreno and Kaikar France. If we have a chat and the UFC can increase my earnings inside the organization, then I'll stay in the division. But if nothing happens, I'll be forced to move up. I'll stay in the flyweight division if they increase my purse." Also recently, he called the belt plastic. He said, "The champion has a name, and it's Deiveson Figueiredo, God of War. I'll be attending that fight just to see that joke that they're making. This has got me a little upset with the UFC. As I've always given them a show in my fights. I've always given them good things, and now they're going to try to force me to fight Moreno, but there are other guys. It's like I've been saying, if they pay me well enough, I'll fight that jerk. It's not a problem." So he seems very upset. He did say, though, that he thinks that you're going to knock out Moreno. So that's his prediction. But how do you feel about him saying that, it's a joke, it's a plastic belt, all this stuff?
Bro, you missed your shot. Like, before the fight, you were saying, "Oh, I don't want to fight Brandon because he's been racist," and then he's saying he's injured. When the offer comes to you, even if you're the champ, you have a little bit of, you do have a big say in the fight. But if you don't want to fight, like, the UFC aren't going to wait. That's just how the business is. If you're here to fight, then that's what they'll do. They'll match you up. So when after my last fight, in Columbus, I was talking to Mick, and straight after the fight, pretty much, and I was saying, you know, I'm ready to go again. What's happening? Is this fourth fight happening? And he said, yeah, we're just waiting on like that fight is the fight to make, but you're next in line. So when he said that, I was like, okay, cool. I'll wait until whenever that fight's going to happen, and I was expecting, you know, later on in the year, if not at the end of the year. But when they realized, when they weren't going to take that fight, you know, I'm ready to go whenever. You know, this is how this fight game is. You just got to be ready to fight whenever. And if you're injured, then you know that gives you a little setback. You know, you gotta take the risk for reward. And with Figuereido, you know, saying all these things and not really committing, that just shows that he doesn't really want to fight, even though he's the champ. So, you know, we can. I'm not looking too far ahead, you know, but once I get past Brandon, we can unify this. We just had the big Cambosis fight in Marvel Stadium. It was awesome to see. I wasn't there, but I was watching a few teammates, and I'm watching that fight. It was awesome to see Marvel Stadium packed out again, you know, in Melbourne, and we could unify the belt in Marvel Stadium end of this year, you know, when he's healthy and feeling better. But yeah, like the fight's going to happen eventually. We haven't fought each other yet, and this flyweight division is so small that we will cross paths sooner or later. If he doesn't go up to bantamweight. But bro, like, you missed your chance. Even though you're the champ, like, the division moves forward, and me and Brandon get to square off. And you know, I thought Brandon won their last fight, so in my eyes, you know, I am fighting the best guy. And then once I get past Brandon, then I can fight Figgy, and then I can shut him and his coach up. You know, they talk a lot. You know, Henry Cejudo's talking, and their coach Eric saying, "Oh, bring Izzy in the corner when we beat you, because we want to get that one back." It's like, what's even that got to do with the fight? Like, what is it? What is that even? Like, I don't even understand why they even need to hold on to that, because I guess of the Paulo Costa thing, and with the backstory behind that and the bad blood. But that was a long time ago. So, bro, are you still thinking about that? There's bigger and better things to be worrying about. Like, Henry, stay retired. Eric, take those glasses off. and Figuereido, you know, just keep that weight down, bro. If you want to come back to flyweight, you know, it hurts you every time. You probably only have one or two more shots at flyweight before, you know, you're gonna really hurt yourself with these big weight cuts. So hopefully he doesn't blow up too much, and he keeps his weight down. So I'm looking forward to the future. You know, a lot of exciting fights to be made in this flyweight division. But yeah, we've got business to take care of. July 30th, Dallas, Texas, the rematch. And yeah, I'm excited, and I can't wait to get in there and just walk down Brandon Moreno. I know he was sticking his tongue out last time we fought, and all the antics. But when he does that, I'll be in his face as well, and I'm not taking a back step.
I feel like Figueiredo's, I don't know, anger is a little bit ill-advised, only because A, he was injured, B, he last fought in January. This isn't like a contract situation with Ngannou last summer where he wins the belt in March and then they make the fight 3 months later only because he had some issues and all that stuff. The dude is injured, and this is 6 months later. And honestly, like, you win, Brandon, like, a unification bout always makes it feel a little bit bigger, right? And if you guys fight later, it's like champion versus champion. I don't feel like he has much of a legit gripe here. It feels like this is actually better. And then you win. That's a fresh matchup for him. I think there was a little fatigue seeing those guys fight. But if Moreno wins, at least he fights someone else. And I just feel like this is kind of a win-win for the division and for him. So I'm not really sure why he's so upset. It seems a little bit misplaced, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's good for new people to be fighting for this belt, and for the division, and for the fight fans, giving them something new to think about, and a different, different people in the trilogies and these rivalries. You can't just have the same guys fighting like 10
No.
times. It gets boring and it gets old. And when we do unify the belt, it's going to make it even more exciting. And like I said, bring a fight night back to New Zealand or Australia. We really miss it, and it'd be awesome to bring it back home.
By the way, could you tell us what it is like at CKB right now? You have Izzy, I believe Alex is there, or was there, because I saw some photos of him. I know he was working the local broadcast of the Kambosos fight this weekend. And then you, like, 3 CKB guys, and I know Alex is also with Freestyle, but, part of the team, part of the gym, fighting for a UFC belt, in your case 4-1, in their case defending, in the span of 28 days. What is it like at the gym right now? Not to mention the other dudes who are fighting as well, Riddell and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's an amazing atmosphere at the moment. It feels like pre-COVID when the world was back to normal. You could travel wherever you wanted, and it's contagious. Everyone's just there. Turning up. It was awesome having Alex there for the week. This guy, he's probably got the strongest top pressure pound for pound, like out of anyone in the gym. His pressure that he creates is just crazy. Like, he'll literally like break your ribs from a squeeze.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool to have the featherweight champ, as one of your sparring partners, training partners, giving you the look, and he's pushing to defend his bout against Max. Obviously, Izzy's there, getting ready for his 5-rounder against Cannonier. When you have champions in your gym and such high caliber fighters, and the standards so high, it only makes you kind of rise up to that. And having the rest of the boys getting ready, Brad, Carlos, Bloods, it's just a great place to be. And then the rest of the guys that are getting ready, the local guys that are getting ready for their fights as well. So, we've got about every week, Eugene's away in another country, getting cornering fighters and helping them get ready. So it's just, I think it's like that until August. There's someone fighting, and then obviously with Alex and Izzy defending their titles, and then me fighting for my first title. It's just the way it is in the gym. There's always something next to look towards, and never really stops. That's just the normal thing about this gym, where we fight. That's what we do. That's what we love to do. And we just stay in the gym, and we know this is for a short period of time in our lives. So we just got to maximize it. And we're pretty privileged to be able to do it in our hometown, where other fighters have to travel to get this kind of training, and they have to travel to work for these world-class coaches, but we get to do it just down the road from our houses. So pretty lucky. When you're at sparring and stuff, man, there's no easy rounds at the gym. Like, everyone's pushing, everyone's fit, and everyone's just hungry. So that keeps me on my toes. I've got a lot of flyweights and bantamweights now in the gym, world-class guys that are giving me the right look that I need, guys that are getting ready for the Commonwealth for wrestling. So getting that grappling look. A lot of high-level kickboxers that we're producing that are transitioning into MMA. So, they're giving me that technical push that I need in kickboxing, making me think. And then we have a lot of MMA fighters around my same weight, and it's just a little bit bigger, giving me, hard rounds that I need to go those 5 rounds. So I'll be more than ready. I can't wait. This morning, that's why we're doing this interview so early, because I've got hill sprints right after this.
Yes.
9 of them for breakfast. Just another day for me. I think the countdown just got here as well, UFC countdown. So they'll be filming all our sessions. Later on today, I'll be in the pool with David Wood doing some breathing and CO2 tolerance, and then back in the gym tonight for wrestling. So, I've got so many weeks to prepare. We're already kind of, deep into our preparation. I can't wait for July 30th to kind of just come around the corner, because that's how it happens. You start your fight camp, and then before you know it's fight week. So that's why you just got to stay training all year round, because that's where progression's made. It's not made in the 8 to 10 weeks, because that's just about preparation and preparing your body to go 5 rounds. Technically, you're not going to get too much better. You're just sharpening things that you're already kind of good at, and getting as fit as you can. But the actual upskilling is happening in between all that, when you're outside of your camps, and when you have guys that are turning up, yearly, not really taking breaks either. You're already kind of taking away the what's it called, the distance between your peers is just going to get bigger and bigger, the gap between them, because you're putting in so many more reps and so many more hours in the gym. So I'm only 29, but I can see myself holding this belt for a very long time.
One last quick thing to ask you about, because I know you have to run literally to run up hills and stuff. Crazy that early in the morning. Your guys are going to fight in Vegas earlier in the month. Are you going to go there as well, and then just stay in America to get used to the time zone, or will you go over afterwards?
Yeah, it's something that we're thinking about, but as of now, I'm probably not going to go. I'm probably just going to stay and keep my head down and just keep working, and then I'll go maybe two weeks before the fight to Dallas, just to get kind of adjusted. But yeah, that's the thing about having those mid camp trips. It's kind of disrupting. So
yeah,
I'd probably just rather keep my head down and just work hard and support the boys back home. But yeah, that's just what you got to do. You've got to prioritize what's best for you and how you're going to put your best foot forward. So I'd rather just stay put and just work, just grind. Even though there'll be about 3 or 4 of the boys fighting the week before and fight international fight week. We've got so many guys getting ready for their fights coming up. So I'll have more than enough training partners and support back home just to do what we're doing. So yeah, I'll probably just do that.
But Eugene will be in your corner.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
He'll just be there for the week.
Okay.
The week and then come back. That's what he does. He's in another country every weekend.
Crazy.
And he's back to training on Monday morning. So yeah,
Well, I see him taking pictures now with people. I think I saw it on Ash's story, or someone was there with him in Australia, where he's got like a bunch of fans coming up to him. So it's all working out, but he doesn't have social media, which is very good as well. I respect that greatly from Eugene. Thank you so much for doing this so early. I always feel bad when I ask you guys to come on early, but you're always so gracious. You're always so, accessible to us, and we really, really appreciate it. So good luck in training, my friend. All the best. I'm sorry again to hear about your uncle, but obviously wish you the best in training camp, and very happy that you're getting this opportunity. And we may talk before the fight, but good luck in training camp, and looking forward to the 30th of July.
Thank you, Ariel. Always appreciate your time. And yeah, can't wait.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. There he is, Kai Kara-France. Thank you so much to him, waking up so early over there in New Zealand. UFC 277 coming up July 30th.